Hey guys, Pellier Greenbird here. I hope everyone is doing awesome. I've been doing a lot of slabs lately, and I've decided that I'm going to take a break. Was going to do a little bit of percussion, but I thought before the season gets too cold, I really need to work on my indirect percussion. I have, I would say, just slightly above zero skills when it comes to indirect percussion, and I'm not being, you know, self-deprecating or anything like that. It's just the fact of the matter is that it's something that I've really struggled with. So I've got a tool here that Dave Tembear sent me, and as you can see, I'm still having a hard time even figuring out how to hold it in my leg. But since this video will probably be amusing, I suppose, but nothing more than that, I figured I'd give you a glimpse of this beautiful piece of flint ridge. This is a piece of flint ridge that I got out of the first box of flint ridge I ever bought. And I got it down to about this point and realized it's so beautiful and so unique that I need to save it until I can do something with it. And I think indirect percussion is going to be the only thing that saves this. But as a newbie, you got to admit that's a decent center line. I mean, that was like 5 years ago. I mean, granted, I don't nap as much as a lot of people do, but still, not bad. But anyway, let's get to this piece here that I got from Rex Tex, and it's got a little bit of fixing that needs to be done. Obviously, this is just a biface. This is by no means a preform. I just roughed this out with a hammerstone. I believe it was a hammerstone. I might have used some copper. I don't remember for sure. But I figured this would be a good thing to start with. I see everybody just rough things out and then apply indirect, which makes sense. I mean, you're not going to but you're not going to really create a biface with indirect percussion. It doesn't make sense. You need something a little heavier. There are some ugly spots on here, some steps and stacks. I don't know if there are any hinges, but beautiful piece. I think this is Texas tab, heated by Rex. So I've got my original tool here that was sent to me by Dave Tembears. I also have my Ishii stick. I might break that out. But I'm going to start with this tool just because it fits a little bit better in my leg. I have it wrapped in leather. Excuse me. And see what we can do. I was originally using this piece of beechwood, which has some good weight to it, as my mallet. I have a piece of maple, doesn't even fit in the screen, that I think I'm going to use. Doesn't have quite the density, but it is a little bit bigger and has more weight to it. So I am wearing a glove. It's not because I'm too afraid of the flakes, but I always mash my hands up on the tip of the tool for some reason. And I'm hoping that this video will solicit a lot of helpful responses in the comments. So without further ado, I'm going to follow the same general rules of flint knapping. You hit the smiles. Alright, we have some convexity, a lot of convexity right here. So I think that's what I'm going to try to hit first. Come out further. There we go. Regular flake? Nope, I did not. I'll step back a little bit. Maybe I'll hit this one instead. If I got to flake, it wouldn't shoot into the moon. this is very humbling, I'll tell you that. Every fiber in my body wants to just start smacking this with a hammer stone. I'm going to switch back to this real quick. I don't know if that other one's too big. That thing's loose already. The tiniest of flakes. Well, let's just try and find a place to take a flake. How about that? Sorry, Rex. There we go. I finally got a flake. Look at that. Destroyed my center line, this edge here, but as you can see, that's where the flake was. It did take off a little bit of ugliness on the tip, but no consistency. So let's keep working it. We might end up with a birdie. Oh, there's another flake. Maybe I'll get this after all. This one's probably going to come out ugly. I chose kind of a piece that I did some damage to, just to kind of practice on. I kind of like this smaller mallet, actually, opposed to the bigger one. Dave told me I should wear jeans for this, but I don't have any. I've got one pair, and they're just too new to use for Flintknapping. I never wear them because I don't like jeans. Maybe this step is giving me a hard time. Maybe that's why. Maybe because it's crunchy edge. See that? I'm going to flip over to the other side. I shouldn't. I should bring this side in a little bit, but I'm going to switch over anyway. And maybe I need to break out the hammer stone. To give me some platforms. But I have to be careful because I'll just finish this with a hammer stone. I'm not careful. Yeah, this ugly spot over here, which I'm not getting rid of very well. One thing I've learned is just work into it. Sometimes you can't get rid of an ugly spot, you just have to work around it and hope you create platforms to get to it. There's some small flakes coming off. Sorry about that. That's gotta get off. cannot keep this in my leg. Let's see if I can take a flake off this base. I think I need a little bit more of a platform, but no, I missed that completely. Checking it out. Man, I'm getting all kinds of steps and hinges. I must have my angles wrong. That's usually what that means. I can't resist. I gotta try and take this booger off. Nope. I guess we'll use bone today. Maybe I can make myself a little platform here. We'll see. Big steps and hinges though. chair about ready to break. See if we can get a flake. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Huh. So guys, tell me what you think, especially since it's starting to rain. I always thought I would angle it kind of this way when I take a flake, but I notice I'm getting a better flake when I angle it, you know, I guess towards my, towards the tool. Is that what I should be doing? Yeah, look at that flake thing. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So let me know. Yeah, it is working better.
Subscribe to Funky Cheetah Gaming!
Get back inside there, Funky Cheetah.
Hit the notification bell, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Get back inside, please.
Paleo Greenberg's channel, and hit the subscribe button on both of our channels. Just subscribe to Funky Cheetah Gaming! Also, it's raining outside, so don't blame me if he's terrible.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Alright.
Also, you're not cutting this out.
I'm not going to, don't worry.
But you're cutting this part out. The part where
Alright, another small flake came off on that because I tipped it towards the tool.
See ya.
So, I don't know. This is gonna come out looking pretty awful, but at least I learned something. Sorry, Rex, I had to use your material to do it. I promise I'll try and save this as best I can using Direct. Someone do it well. See, it doesn't feel right to tip it towards the tool. It seems like that's why I would get hinges, but it seems to always come off better that way. See, it didn't come off that time. If I tip it towards it, you get some flakes. Let's see if I can... Something happened over here. It's not raining too bad. I think I'm going to keep napping. I'm stubborn like that. That was just a crappy platform. Oh, that nastiness right there. That has to come off. Wonky point for sure. But I'm going to drop this edge so I can flip it. Try and take all that stuff off. Ew. Maybe I'll try some Novaculite tomorrow. I'm a little more familiar with that material. But this stuff is, that I got from Rex is so good, so glassy. I feel bad putting it through this torture. But it's all I really had in small form at the time. There's a flake. Just gotta keep doing this. I just need a lot of seat time. It'll come. And sometimes when you destroy a point, no matter what technique you're using, like all these stacks and hinges right here, I'll never get those out. but there's still plenty of stone here that I can use to continue to take flakes. It is interesting how this smaller mallet seems to work better than this big one. I think it's just because this big one's so big to get it, you know, close to me. Maybe I need a longer tool, I don't know. Ooh, don't tell anybody I said that. I'm going to tip it away from me. A flake, I can't tell. But when I push it in towards me, yeah, see, I get a flake every time. It just seems counterintuitive of how you would take a flake. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or if I'm not skilled enough or experienced enough yet to get a flake the other direction. You guys have to tell me. Okay. Oh, I got a flake that time, I could hear it. But I got a nice hinge too. Dang it. See, it's so weird. See that nice overshot flake right there? All the way across. I was actually holding it angled towards the tool instead of away from it. So I guess maybe I can equate that to when you're pressure flaking, when you scoop down and out. Maybe that's the angle. Maybe I'm relating it too much to, you know, direct percussion. Yeah, because that was a crazy amazing flake. So, just trying to hit this to lower this side, which raises, or raise this side, which lowers it when I flip it, which gives me a platform. And maybe I'll come back and try and hit this one too. So that's what I was hoping for. Although, I don't know, I might hit this one first because otherwise I might get end shock and break that tip off. And I don't know, there's still a chance I might be able to save this, so let's do our best, right? By the way, I thank you all who are watching this video. I know it's probably extremely boring. It's probably making you cringe at every turn, but every comment you leave helps me get better at this, because this is definitely something that I've had a challenge self-learning. So even though I want to go this way, I'm going to stick with what's worked. I'm going to tip a little bit towards the tool. I don't think I got anything that time. Let's try it again. Try it again. There's lots of flakes on the big flakes on the ground, so I know I'm getting something somewhere. There we go. That took some material off. There we go. There's a good flake. Oh. Part of it fell, but there's the rest of it. Huh. Well, if I compare this to some of my first percussion points, I guess I shouldn't be so disappointed. Man, you should have seen some of my first percussion points. They were ugly. And I was so proud of them. I was like, look at this, I'm a flint napper. Yeah, see, that's weird. Look at that, all the way across. Don't know if the camera's picking that up because I can't see it. Big giant flake, all the way across. And I'm tipping it the opposite direction that you would think. But it does make sense, again, if you think about it as pressure flaking, down and out, it's a lot different than percussion where you're going down and in. So, Dave, if that helps you with percussion, or anybody out there that helps you with percussion, maybe I've just unlocked the secret. Do the opposite of what you're doing with indirect. You take just a quick platform correcting flake. This is not intended to be a big flake. Basically just take material off. Yeah, I think we're going to make progress today. This point's going to look like junk, but I think I'm learning something. What I'd like to learn is how to keep this tool in my leg without having to fix it every single strike. Yep, another overshot, not overshot, but pretty long flake. And it's because I corrected that angle at the end. Huh. This thing looks ugly, don't judge me. This is all practice. But for the sake of the game, let's at least shape this as best we can. Thought about making some sort of a strap that went around my leg, but I really don't want to do that. I really want to just learn how to do it the way it's intended to be done. This tip is probably going to have to just come off. Hey, maybe we'll make a knife blade as that natural shape. I'm going to cheat just a little bit and break out the pressure flaker. I can't help it. If I can find it. Well, we'll just use bone again. Antler. I believe this is whitetail. To work some of these edges. If you've never used bone or antler, you should try it. It's so cool, so different. Not working too well for me right here though, huh? Actually, I'm going to save that low platform right there that I was going to do with the percussion. Pressure. I'm going to save that and see what I can do with indirect. It's a good learning opportunity. Just trying to set myself up with some platforms. Alright, I think that's good. Let's get back to the task at hand. probably my, oh, I don't know, third, fourth, maybe fifth time doing indirect. Well, that's probably pretty sad, but you can see, yeah, there we go, nice flake. All the way across, half of it fell off, but look how much that thinned it. It's just amazing what you can get done with indirect. It really is. So that point is pretty thin, so I know I'm just practicing, but just for the sake of good practice, I am going to switch to the base and work my way back up to the tip, just in case we get something out of this. You never know. Do my grinding with a hammer stone because it seems like the grinding, those edges are much more important with indirect when it comes to, you know, having those smiles. Can't cheat, or maybe some people can. I have a few. I feel like the camera moved. Do this way. I think I got a flake on that one. I think it just didn't. Yeah, I got a flake on that one too. It just fell down. It didn't stay on there so I could show it. There we go. That was a good one. Well, all things considered. Oh yeah, see? I think also, per the advice that I had gotten on another video that I had posted, I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the mallet. You can see that took a nice flake. Huh, interesting. Not for that boogery island on there. We might actually get something out of this. I'll finish it and I'll use it for cutting my food. It'll be my steak knife, my personal steak knife. Wish my camera had told me how long I was recording for, because I'd really appreciate some of you to watch this whole video to help me get better at this, but I don't want to make it too long. Yeah, boy, that angle really makes a difference. Yeah, I can see how that pushing on the tip really makes a good difference too. I can remember to do, when I remember to do that, I get decent flakes. You have to remember you're not getting the pressure from the inward force of the kinetic force of the billet. So, yeah. Let's hit the base a little bit more. Yeah. I should probably just ditch this video and make a second one. But how can I when my daughter had that nice, intrusive sponsorship, I guess. Or not sponsorship, but... Alright, let's see. I might need to grind again. There we go. There's a flake. This actually isn't coming out that bad. I mean, it's horrific, but I'm just saying from what it started from and, you know, my experience with Indirect, I was expecting to make trash. I didn't show that flake, but that was a good flake. I guess this means Santa's going to bring me some new tools, huh? Yeah, good long flake there too. So I think just because this video is so long right now, just going to do a little bit of trim work and maybe, oops, call this quits. Y'all can tell me what you think I could do better on this. Man, if I could just hold that tool in there, that would certainly help. Oops, see, I keep wanting to go the wrong direction. And that's when I get my hinges. So let's grind this baby out and see what we got. Let's use this one actually. Fix a couple things. Flakes. This is kind of addictive. I'm only going to be able to polish this turd so much, so I think I'm going to call it quits real soon here. But as much as I've been making fun of this point, blade, whatever, practice material, I'm actually pretty happy. I'm afraid to hit that tip. But I'll break out some pressure just to make it look a little more pretty. Where is my pressure flicker? There it is. Just to give it a little bit of shape. And maybe some platforms for next time. I don't think I hit my hand once this time, once I adjusted those angles. So I might ditch the glove next time. I don't mind donating blood if it's from the stone. I just don't like doing it when it's from the tool. This is some weird looking thing, but I'm going to keep it. Looks like a shark tooth. But it did start off a little bit problematic, so, you know, intentionally so, because I didn't want to take my best material. But I think in the next video that I do, I might take some Novaculite, smack off a big piece of it, or, you know, not a big piece, but like hand size, palm sized, and work it so that you know, you guys can continue to give me some good advice. And again, if you've watched this whole video, you're a stud. I appreciate it, because I know it's boring as hell. And if you have watched this entire video, I want you to comment. Tell me you're a stud. That way I know if you really watched the whole video or not. Don't lie to me. I can see my analytics. I know. When I have 4 comments and I know who the 4 people are and I see view time is 22%, I know you're full of crap. Dang, I wish I could take that that booger right there off. See it? Right in the middle there. I just don't have a good platform. So, anyway guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your advice. Help me any way you can.
Bye,
and for my first actual official indirect percussion, I don't know what you call this. It's not a point, but it's like a piece of work. Not too upset. Every other time I've tried this, I haven't been able to come up with anything other than gravel. Come on, don't be stubborn. There we go. So, somewhat decent center line, not perfect, this side's a little wonky, but for being unfinished, I guess I'll take it. My first indirect shark tooth. I'll put it on Etsy for about $10,000. Somebody will buy it, right? Alright guys, be good. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, for real. Okay, well it started raining, so I couldn't get the rest of this on camera, but I decided against the shark tooth idea and decided just to make it into a point, so I snapped off that hooked tip. I really wanted to make this shark tooth, but it just had that big stack. I think it was right here. I wish I could have gotten it on camera. That I was able to actually get off. I'm really liking this indirect percussion. I need to get more experience. Look how thin that is. Nice thin, nice center line. Bass could use a little bit of work, but I mean, you saw the weird chunky thing I started with. So I think I need to get more seat time with this indirect percussion and see what I can get. These edges are real sharp and that point is real sharp. I like it. Alright. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Give me any advice that you have, and be good. Hey everybody, hope you're doing awesome today. This video is going to be a quick video. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to be. I shouldn't say that, but it's going to be a video on indirect percussion. And just going to be a quick disclaimer here. If you're watching this video hoping to learn a little bit about direct percussion, probably ought to turn this off and then go jump on Dave Ten Bears, Charles McKinney, or of course Jack Crafty. Okay. Hello everybody, hope everyone's doing awesome. I'm going to do a video on indirect percussion, and this is not